Thanksgiving is one of my favorite holidays. And part of the reason is because it's all about food and because you get to spend time with your family without it being materialistic like I think Christmas can be with all those gifts. And today, I'm gonna bring a little magic to you by teaching you how to make these cranberry orange French macarons. Hi, I'm Kim, and today on Macaronomics, I'm gonna teach you how to make cranberry macarons, the perfect dessert for your Thanksgiving holiday. And yes, we're making a real-life cranberry sauce. Wow. So this can kind of like double as a Thanksgiving leftover recipe too. But first, before we begin, let's get it out of the way. Subscribe to my channel, ring that bell for notifications, and hit that like button for even more baking videos. And guys, please use the comment section down below to ask any questions and to make any suggestions on recipes you want to see in the future. Please take advantage of that. I will be posting the recipe in the caption below, as well as links to some of the products that I'm using in this video. Thank you. The first thing that you want to do is mix your dry ingredients. So we're going to mix the Confectioners sugar with the almond flour, and we're going to sift them. The finer, the better. You want to keep your eye out on getting a very finely ground almond flour so you don't have really that much complications trying to sift it, and not too oily either. I'll link my products in the caption below so you guys can get what I'm using. Complete your sifting process. I mean, that's, in my opinion, the hardest part is the sifting. I like to give the dry ingredients kind of a stir before I add the meringue. Now, speaking of meringue, because I know a lot of you out there struggle with it, I'm going to teach you a few tips so that you have the perfect meringue every time. Start it on a low speed to get those foamy, frothy egg whites. So now you're going to reduce your speed to low, and you're going to slowly add your granulated sugar into your egg whites. Then increase your speed to high and let it whip until it develops a hard, stiff, firm peaks, almost to the point of being over whipped. But don't worry, because the cream of tartar will prevent over whipping. Then you're going to combine your meringue all at once with your dry ingredients, and you're going to gently fold the dry ingredients into the meringue. Now be patient with this. It's okay if it takes you longer. It's easier to fix it if you've under whipped rather than over whipping. And if you're going to add color or flavorings, then be sure to under whip it before you add them. Okay, so now that the batter is mixed to where we want it to be, we're going to create our perfect shade of cranberry for our cranberry French macarons. And I like to do a 3-to-1 ratio of red to blue. I'm using a super red gel food coloring and you can either use a sky blue or a royal blue gel food coloring. And it's important that you always use gel food colorings and add it to the batter stage, not the meringue stage. If you add it to your meringue, you risk deflating all of the air out of the meringue, and you're not going to achieve that vibrant color that you see in my macarons. So make sure that you undermix the batter before you add in your color, and we're not going to be adding any flavoring to these shells today. And then you want to mix it until, I know people say like a lava-like consistency, but you still want it to be aerated, but when you drop the batter back into itself, there's no peaks. The perfect airy consistency. If it's too runny, then it usually means that the meringue was improperly mixed or you broke it because you were folding too hard. So you want to try to avoid that. Okay, the next stage of this is that you're going to want to transfer your batter into a piping bag. I tend to use small round tips. If you're not as experienced with French macaroons, the smaller round tip, the better, because you're gonna have more control that way. And I like to use disposable 16-inch thin pastry bags. I like to use this with macaroon batter because I feel like it glides out easier and I have more control. It's easier to manage. Cut a little tip, not into your batter. And here's a beginner's trick that I still use to this day. Twist the top and then use a kitchen glass. Put your pastry bag into the kitchen glass, fold it over, and then you have more control as you're transferring your batter into the glass. Okay, now you want to pipe your cranberry macs on a non-stick silicone baking mat. As you can see, I have one with pre-traced circles here. That makes it really helpful for consistent French macarons. And you're going to pipe them about no bigger than 1.5 inches. Then you're going to give them a good old-fashioned tap so that the air bubbles come to the surface, and you can pop them with a toothpick. Now you absolutely have to let the French meringue, French macaron method rest for at least an hour or until a hard mat-like crust develops. You'll be able to tell the difference when it's rested because it will have a skin that has no shine. Then you're going to set your oven to 300 degrees Fahrenheit and bake these guys for about 15 minutes. Fresh out of the oven. Now you're gonna let these French macaroons cool completely because you don't wanna remove them while they're still warm. And in the meantime, we're going to make our cranberry sauce, and this is how I made it. Pour your cranberries into a medium saute pan. Add your orange juice, add your orange zest, add your granulated sugar, and your cinnamon stick, and we're going to let this heat up over medium heat until the sugar dissolves and the liquid reduces into a nice sauce. Allow this to cool completely before filling your French macarons. I think I did a pretty good job matching the shell to the cranberry sauce. I think there should be a debate about what the correct color of cranberry is, so let me know in the comments below because I really would love to know the answer to that. So give it a good amount of filling. Ooh, it smells tarty. You can smell the orange. Let's do another one. Yeah, the colors are actually spot on. It's crazy how they match alike because this could be like a burgundy wine color too. And that's it. I mean, what a perfect Thanksgiving fall treat, right? You can make these as a Thanksgiving dessert for your family or use the leftovers from the night before. Now to make sure that they're not poisoned. Somebody has to. It's very tarty like cranberry should be. I don't think cranberry should be too sweet. Makes me ready for Thanksgiving. Oh, my taste buds, look at that. That's a good tart. Break. So thank you guys for joining me as always. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel, ring that bell for notifications, and like this post for more baking videos. Be sure to hashtag #macaroons to all of your replicated photos so that I can see, like, and share them. And guys, be sure to follow my Instagram and my Facebook because I'll be posting even more videos and photos there. So as always guys, stay safe, be kind, and keep on baking.